Schindler's List from 1993. Ladies and gentlemen, we got another Patreon request movie coming at you guys from the homie Silas Kane. Shout out to him for requesting this over on Patreon, man. Now, Schindler's List. Obviously, I haven't seen this movie before, but I do know a little bit about it from what I've heard and from what I've kind of looked up about it. You know, obviously it's a war drama type film and it's about the Holocaust, man. So I know this is going to be a very, 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 very probably sad and just straight up brutal movie, man. You know, it's based on a true story and everything like that. So I know they're from everything I've heard about this, you know, I know it won a ton of awards, and I know some people consider this their favorite movie of all time or the best movie of all time, just because of how accurate and crazy it is, man, and the fact that it is a true story, you know. So I'm excited for it, but I am a little bit nervous. I'm coming off the Green Mile a couple of weeks ago, and that movie really fucked me up, but it's also one of my favorite movies I've ever watched. So this movie might end up, you know, taking a spot up there with the Green Mile. I'm not 100% sure, man, but I am excited for it, guys. So I'm gonna stop wasting time, guys. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into this movie. Before we do, I do ask if you guys are new to the channel, do hit that subscribe button, comment down below what you guys want to see next, man. Drop a like on the video for your boy. Full reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing. If you guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. But we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna hop into this movie. Also, guys, quick shout out to my girl Thunder. Somebody on Patreon asked me to show my cats because I've had my dog, my boy Hades, in the videos, but I haven't had my cats. This is the female. I have a male cat too. They're brother and sister, named Thunder and Lightning. This is Thunder. She's not a Russian blue. You know, a lot of people think she is, but she's not, as far as I know anyway. Her brother's a lot more skittish, and he's gray and white, which is why I don't have him in here. But there you go, for whoever asked on Patreon. I told you I got you. So many people registering, man. This is gonna be so sad, dude. Oh, I don't know if my heart can take this early. Man. Oh. I don't know how much I'm gonna talk or say during this movie, guys, by the way. I don't really like to get, you know, I don't really like to get any serious views out there, but I'll say what I can. I will say though, this is different being in black and white. I didn't expect it to be in black and white. Maybe it'll switch throughout the movie. Maybe it'll be black and white the whole movie, regardless. You know, if it is black and white, it's pretty dope. It's pretty dope effect to it. You know, obviously this came out in '92, I believe, but it's supposed to take place during World War II and everything, the Holocaust. So obviously back then stuff was in black and white.
Bring them over a round of drinks. You can say they are from me.
I got a warning, my man Liam Neeson would be in this movie. I haven't seen too many Liam Neeson movies. Thinking about it, maybe he's an actor I'll have to kind of dive into in the coming weeks or months.
Sweetheart, you're the picture of loneliness. Lovely fragrance, you're breaking my heart. An extra chair, please. Vodka for my friend. For the lady. No.
See how quick my man got them all over to his table, start a conversation up? It's his in. My man got the whole place over to his table. My man got the whole place jumping. Fucked up. This movie's... So, longer movies that are like, you know, 3 hours long have the ability, since they're so long, to be able to slowly build and slowly tell the story, as opposed to some movies that kind of rush it because they're shorter. So this movie, I feel like it's gonna have a lot of that slower story building, which will be very good, I feel like.
Are you Itzhak Stern or not?
I am.
Where can we talk? I know nothing about the enamelware. Do you?
I was just the accountant.
Simple engineering though, wouldn't you think? Change the machines around. Whatever you do, you can make other things.
He's got to feel very scared.
Field kits, mess kits, army contracts. You must have contacts in the Jewish business community working here.
What community? Jews can no longer own businesses. That's why this one's in receivership.
Ah, but they wouldn't own it. I'd own it. Something they can feel on their hands. They can trade it on the black market, do whatever they want. Everybody's happy.
Business decision.
If you want, you could run the company for me. I'd make sure it's known the company's in business. I'd see that it had a certain panache. That's what I'm good at. Not the work, not the work. The presentation.
Getting people to buy the product and whatnot. It's got to feel very scary for him getting called into an office, you know, being a Jew and everything, and then hearing that. He's probably scared to, you know, say if he has anybody that is interested, since they're not supposed to own businesses or anything like that. Damn. Made the deal. He's just kind of taking advantage of them when they're being put in this situation, you know?
So eggs, I don't know what you need with the Polish workers, you can't get it here. Also, he's asking for 10 healthy women for the team. Bring your sister, okay?
My man spoke up real quick.
I'm not going to hide like some animal. There are places to hide.
It's crazy just seeing, you know, the conversations from their point of view. They're thinking when they're going into this.
I'm a graduate of the University of Lvov. I used to work at the hydroelectric station in Rosnov.
Blauschein. Stand over there. Move. Next. Being not essential. Teach history and literature. Since when it's not essential?
Your history. Everybody teaches a different history, I feel like, you know. Whatever their agenda needs to be.
He's not right. Very good. He's 53 years old. It's too new.
Your work certificate you keep in your pocket at all times. And you leave your in your drawer. How many times I told you? I'm a metal polisher.
He's helping them get out.
Clean it with a file. Here, have a try.
It was really cool getting to see, you know, the kind of process for them helping people and getting them into the factory and everything to work, so that they're not just fucked over, you know.
I'm a writer. I play the flute.
But Moses is a skilled metal worker. Moses, give him your card.
He's like, you don't play the flute, damn it.
With the tongue.
Kind of like interviews, seeing how each person does, each person types, how they work.
Boxed teas are good. Coffee, pate, kielbasa sausage, cheeses, beluga, caviar. Best, Hennessy. Dom Perignon champagne. Get Les Ballons sardines. And,
It's crazy seeing all their hiding spots and stuff for their business, you know, for the stuff they sell.
And looking forward to a long and mutually prosperous association, I extend to you in advance my sincerest gratitude and very best regards. Oscar Schindler.
This is really smart on Schindler's, you know, part. Starting this business and everything like that, getting in with the people, using these workers. Like, it's Fivehead from a business standpoint.
In every business I tried, I can see now it wasn't me that failed. Something was missing. And it makes all the difference in the world between success and failure.
Learn from your mistakes, learn from your failures.
War.
Yeah, that too. War creates the need for a lot of things, and he capitalized on it, man. He made the right connections. He found the right investors. Found the right place to get it done. Found the right workers.
Well, the list is correct, sir. There's nothing I can do.
See that arrogant, cocky smile?
Thindler. Gentlemen, thank you very much. I think I can guarantee you, you'll both be in southern Russia before the end of the month.
Little flex. Little flex. Now they're all looking for him. You know what I mean? Now they're all rushing for it. Yep. Oh, my man Schindler came in with that flex. The other dude there tried to flex too. He was like, what's your name? You know?
Sign here, initial there.
This one, that one. It's the inconvenience to the list. It's the paperwork.
It's the paperwork. Hey, at least you got there, man. That's all that matters. Just everybody's shit, man. Like that's people's families, man. You know, pictures of them, memories. Hate watching stuff like this. Just so sad, man. But I do think it is important to see, you know.
No one took my business away from me.
Don't really have a business to take.
There's nowhere down from here. This is it. This is the bottom.
The ghetto is.
Can always get worse. Crazy. Seeing everybody's different thought process. Some people make jokes. Some people accept it. Some people, you know what I mean? Just seeing how each person deals with it.
One of you is a very lucky girl. There is an opening for a job away from all this backbreaking work. Each of you has a domestic experience. Don't really want someone else's maid. All those annoying habits I have to undo.
I'm only trying to do my job.
Yeah, I'm doing mine.
They don't give a fuck, man.
Oh, shooter, here, on my authority.
So fucked up, man. This ain't even the half of it, though. That's the worst part.
More than that.
I'm sure you're right. Take it down, report it, rebuild it, like she said.
Doing what she said anyway. Fucking insane, man. It's just crazy to sit here and think that this is true. You know, shit like this happened.
Today
you know,
is
and there's still fucked up shit going on in the world.
For 6 centuries, there has been a Jewish cracker. Think about that. By this evening, those 6 centuries are a rumor. They never happened. Today is history.
Shit is hard to watch, man. You know, shit is hard, but it's like I want to keep watching because it's so good. You know, like this movie doesn't hold anything back already. We're what, like an hour in, if that. It's got to be such a terrifying thing to experience, you know, hearing all that outside, literally like he's shaking. It's got to be so terrifying, man. You're gonna hide their jewelry in the bread. All their important stuff, kind of, or expensive stuff. Wow. Jesus Christ, man. Damn. 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 Wow. Shit was not clear. Just all these dead bodies, man, in the street. All this. Oh my god, bro.
But not you.
Damn.
Stay where you are. I'd rather you be here than who knows where.
Wow. I'm sure there's other people doing shit like that too, hiding in the walls, hiding in the floors, all that type of like, wow, man, wow.
Very good saluting. I respectfully report I've been given orders to clear the bundles from the road.
Sold it well. Man, again, like, just sitting here thinking, man, like, this shit is hard to watch, but this is like real shit, you know what I mean? This isn't no fake shit, this is real shit. It's so eerie with the children singing too. Red, is that the first color we've seen in this movie? Little red coat. Jesus. Oh my god. He's just up here seeing all this too. I mean, there's not much he can do about it, you know? He's just sitting up there seeing all this. It's crazy, man. Like, this is real shit. This ain't just a movie, you know? It's real. Imagine being that young and hearing this shit, seeing this shit. How terrified you have to be. Like, that's got to be on another level of terror. Wow, look at all the different hiding places people used. Wow. Wow. They're making sure they get every single person.
I wish this fucking night were over.
You wish this night was over. How the fuck you think everybody else feels, man? Oh, man. Wow.
Still, nobody knows.
As a him. The effects in this movie are so realistic too, man. It just makes everything so much.
It was you.
Oh my god.
You committed this crime.
No, sir.
But you know who, though?
Yes.
He's very gifted.
That's smart
Yeah,
on the
sure.
kid's part,
Bring him over.
saying it was the kid, the dude who already got shot. I don't know if it was him or not. I don't know if we'll ever know, but smart on the kid's part.
Thank you.
So nobody else gets killed.
Thank you again, Herr Director.
You're welcome again.
It's an honor to work for such a great company.
He's at this point he basically is saving people, you know, from dying in these other factories, being overworked, being treated like shit.
They say that no one dies here. They say your factory is a haven.
Pretty
They
much.
say you are good.
Who says that?
Everyone.
It's not good though. The rumor's starting to spread, because then it ain't gonna last long, you know.
Bring everybody over? Is that what you think? Send them over to Schindler. Send them all. I know. Are you losing money? No, I'm not losing money. That's not the point. That's not the point. It's dangerous. It's dangerous to me.
Yeah, if he gets caught, or they kind of figure it out, you know.
He shot the man to the left of Bielski, the man to the right of him. He walked down the line shooting every other man with a pistol.
Wow. Making it like a punishment for him.
Have Goldberg bring them over.
Paying him off, you know what I mean, each time. It's crazy. Schindler really is kind of saving all these people, in a sense. I mean, they're still obviously working and everything like that, but compared to all the other shit that goes on in the other factories and other places, it's gotta be, it's obviously a lot better than that, you know. But even this though, you know, this is still fucked up, all of it. But at least he's doing what he can to save some people.
They fear us because we have the power to kill arbitrarily. That's justice. It's different than power. Power is when we have every justification to kill. And we don't. A man stole something, he's brought in before the Emperor, he throws himself down on the ground, he begs for mercy. He knows he's going to die. And the Emperor pardons him.
It's true power.
This worthless man, he lets him go. That is power.
It's true. Anybody can walk up, pull a trigger, you know what I mean?
I'm on the good.
She was smoking on the job.
Tell her not to do it again.
See how he's walking around with a different kind of attitude after what Schindler told him? He's trying to see if that really does feel like real power, pardoning people, kind of.
I have to report, sir. I've been unable to remove the stains from your bathtub.
Go ahead, go on, leave. I pardon you.
If he didn't have that conversation with Schindler, he would have killed like 3 different people. That boy in the stables, that girl for smoking on the job, and this dude for not removing the stains because he used soap. I'm actually like so nervous. Like I'm literally like my hands are like shaking as we're getting like the shot of the boy walking away. You know what I mean? Like my hands are literally shaking because I'm just afraid I'm just gonna hear a gunshot, you know, at any second. Didn't give a fuck. Didn't give a fuck, man. Damn. She's bleeding hella from that. Just the like crazy like differences of everything going on right at the exact same time.
SS gave them soap. They told them to breathe all the time because it's good for disinfecting. And then they gassed them.
Gas chambers.
But Mila, why soaps? So that they would agree to go in, I think.
Come on, Mila, stop it.
To go to all this trouble of assembling a workforce only to...
No, it can't be true.
This is so sad, man.
We are
just
very,
hearing these
very
conversations.
Good night. Good night, sweet dreams.
It's just so sad hearing these type of conversations and where their thinking's at and stuff like that, you know? Everyone who is alive, like imagine waking up to that.
We have to go to the appel class.
This movie's so sad, man. Like I know it's all true stuff, and I feel like this is a really fucking good movie, really well done. It's just so sad, but I also feel like everybody should watch this shit, you know, so they can see shit like this, because this is so realistic, man. You know, like this movie damn near feels like a documentary, you know, and it's just, it's seeing this shit just makes me want to go spread good in the world, you know, just because seeing all this hate, seeing all this horribleness, makes me just want to go spread good and happiness and joy. All the kids are getting taken. It's just the innocence of a child, you know what I mean? Like, all of them are smiling and waving. That's where he's gotta hide, man. That's so sad. Oh my god. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do when it's life or death, you know? Look at him just shaking, man. Yeah, it's gotta be so hard to breathe in there too. It's hot out. All those people scrammed, like squished together, body to body. It's gotta feel so good for them. I mean, Schindler can't do much, you know what I mean? Like, he's just one man, but he's doing what he can.
I've got some 200-meter horses back in the Malia.
I have 20 meters at home in my garden.
We can reach the cars at the end. What?
They don't care. Like, they don't care. They think this shit is funny, too.
No, I'm going home. I've done what I came here for. I've got more money than any man can spend in a lifetime. Someday, this is all going to end, you know. I was going to say we'll have a drink then.
I think I better have it now.
He doesn't think he's gonna make it. Who can blame him, man? All this shit. Man's is stacked and racked. Like he said, he's got enough money than someone could spend in a lifetime. Suitcases.
You want these people?
These people. My people. I want my people.
Who are you, Moses? Come on, what is this? Come on, where's the money on this? Where's the scam?
It's good business. What's a person worth?
No. What's one worth to you?
Berg. Mila, Pfefferberg.
Listen to all of them. Getting them all.
Charles. The children. All the children.
Good man.
Other Steel. Thank you.
It's crazy to think how this started. You know, he came here just to make money and for nothing else. And he was even against kind of saving certain people at the start. But now all he's trying to do is save as many people as he can, whether they're good workers or not. He's saving as many people as he can. I'm starting to get why it's called Schindler's List, you know? List of all the people he's saving.
850, give or take.
Give or take what, Stern? Give or take what? Count them. How many?
Yep.
Buying them, you're paying for each of these names. If you were still working for me, I'd expect you to talk me out of it. It's costing me a fortune.
Paying out of his own pocket.
Finish the page and leave one space at the bottom.
One space for him.
Last page.
No, there's one more name I want to put there. I'll never find a maid as well trained as her at Brilliance. They're all country girls.
No.
He wants her. You gonna give her up though?
She'll take her into the woods and shoot her painlessly in the back of the head. A natural 21 was 14,800.
Henry, Mansi, and Leo, and our son.
Maria Michelle.
Chaim Novak.
This is some ray of like hope or
Volkan, Marco.
I don't even know if I'd say happiness, but hope. You know, in the movie, he's kind of been their ray of hope throughout it. The fear, man. Like, I'm telling you, this doesn't even seem like a fucking movie. This just seems like weird, real.
They're in Auschwitz.
Yep.
The train was never routed here. A paperwork mistake.
You know how hard it's gonna be to find each of those people again, too? Oh my god. Hopefully he can get there before they just completely get destroyed, you know? Already sitting here shaving their heads and shit. Hopefully he gets here before they're all taken out. Dude, the music and everything behind it, oh my lord. Dude, I don't even want to watch. I don't even want to watch this, man. God. Just living with that fear every day, you know what I mean?
Hirsch Helen, Großchaya Sarah, Seelenfreund Estera.
He came back for him, man. Got him. Wow.
Polish the insides of shell metal casings. How else am I to polish the inside of a 45mm shell casing? You tell me. You tell me.
Smart, man, because their hands are so small.
Back on the train!
He came up with that quick, man. Schindler ain't leaving nobody behind. No, I mean, he can't save everybody, but he's saving as many people as he can. That's got to be such a, like, a relief for them, you know? Like, they had this little happiness. They were going to Schindler. Then they show up here in Auschwitz #2. You know what I mean? They get all their hair shaved, cut. They go into that chamber. They think it's the gas chamber and everything like that. They're fucking terrified. Then the water rains down on them. But then still they're here, you know. But then hearing that when Schindler comes back for him, you know, Oscar. It's crazy, man. This movie is. I've said it a few times, but this movie's absolutely insane. Like, it doesn't feel like it's a movie.
There will be no interference of any kind with production. In hopes of ensuring that, guards will no longer be allowed on the factory floor without my authorization. Come on, boys, go.
He just laid down the law. That's what I like, man. Oh, he's making sure none of his new workers, you know, get beat, get killed, get hurt.
Artillery shells, tank shells, rocket casings. Apparently all of them have failed quality control tests.
To be expected. Startup problems. I'll call around, find out where we can buy shells. Pass them off as ours.
I don't see the difference. Whether they're made here or somewhere else.
Don't see a difference? I see a difference.
You'll lose a lot of money, that's the
Fewer
difference.
shells will be made. Stern, if this factory ever produces a shell that can actually be fired, I'll be very unhappy.
Good man. Before he was making pots and pans, you know, not weapons that can kill. Now he's making weapons that can kill, but he's making sure they don't.
I've got some wine in my office. Come.
This is the first time we've seen these people smile in this movie, you know. It's happy, you know, but it's also sad because it's like there's still so many, you know. There's still so many that are still going through that same horribleness. Wow. What a fucking person Schindler was, man. Holy shit. What a fucking person, man. He changed so many lives.
Do you have any money?
He ran through his money,
away
huh?
someplace that I don't know about.
The German war is therefore at an end. But let us not forget for a moment...
I think it's time the guards came into the factory. The unconditional surrender of Germany has just been announced.
It's all over.
At midnight tonight, the war is over. I know you have received orders from our commandant, which he has received from his superiors to dispose of the population of this camp. Now would be the time to do it. Here they are, they're all here. Or you could leave and return to your families as men.
Yeah.
Instead of murderers.
Yeah. People ain't no different than them, man. You know what I mean? They're just on different sides of the war, but everybody's the same. You know? Everybody has a family, everybody has kids, everybody has brothers, sisters, mom, dad. Seeing the pain on everyone's face, man.
Thank you, Mr.
And how do you go? You can't go. You got to start over, right?
Thank you, Mr.
Oh shit, he's getting a tooth pulled, huh?
Trying to explain things in case you were captured. Every worker has signed it.
Wow. Explaining that he, you know, saved them more so than forced them into a slave labor, probably, right? The ring. They made it for him.
It's Hebrew from the Talmud. It says, whoever saves one life saves the world entire.
Wow.
This car. Good would have bought this car. Why did I keep the car? 10 people right there.
It's crazy when you think about stuff like that, man. You know?
He would have given me one more.
It's his thought process, man. A human. A person. Living, breathing. Bro, I gotta hold the tears back, man. I don't want to start crying. I don't. Wow. Look at that. All of them just sleeping there. I mean, how do you rebuild from this? You know what I mean? Where do you start? Wow. Yep. Wow. Love how we're getting this information about still grows there. Getting this information about what happened to some of the main kind of people that we followed throughout this. Wow. That's them today. Obviously not today, but like back when this was filmed. 1908 to 1974, almost 70 years. He literally saved all these people's lives, man. Stern. Helen. Wow. Emily. His wife, right? Look at everybody here. 6,000 descendants. Wow. Steven Spielberg. Dude's made some fucking amazing movies. Oh my god, man. Holy hell. See, like, okay, Schindler's List, 1993, ladies and gentlemen, is in the books. And oh my god, this movie and The Green Mile, oh my god. Oh my god. Like, I don't know, like, I don't even know, man. Like, 10 out of 10, first of all. Like, this whole movie, I know it's like a true story and everything like that, but obviously this is a movie, you know, it was filmed and whatnot with actors and stuff, you know, and it was filmed like, obviously not when everything was going on and whatnot. It was filmed. It was a movie, you know, and it was made to tell the story and the true story, and they did so well at that, man. The entire time I was watching the movie, it didn't even feel like I was watching a movie. Like, I felt like I was just watching a documentary, you know what I mean? Like, stuff was being filmed at the time it was happening, and it was going on at the time it was happening, and it was them, and it was this, you know what I mean? Like, that's how I felt throughout this entire movie. Everybody in this just did so fucking well, from the dialogue to the stuff being shown on screen to the way they act, you know what I mean? And to the things that happened. They didn't take any shortcuts. They didn't cut anything out. They didn't sugarcoat anything. They didn't, you know, half-ass any of it. This movie right here was absolutely insane, man. And again, like just with like The Green Mile, man, like, this movie was absolutely amazing, but I don't think I'll watch it ever again. And maybe I will. Like, The Green Mile is one of those movies I don't think I would, but this one, I think I would, but it's definitely a hard movie to watch. But it is something I feel like everybody should see, you know? Like, this right here, I don't think there's too many movies out there that you can really say are life-changing. And I'm not trying to, like, exaggerate or anything like that, but I feel like this movie is seriously, like, a life-changing movie for some people, you know what I mean? Like, obviously everything that happened back then was just fucking awful, man. Like, the things that humans do to each other and are capable of is absolutely insane, man. Like, the thing that sucks too, man, is like, nobody's born to hate people, you know? You're taught to hate something, you know what I mean? You're not born into life and you're like, I hate this person, I hate that food, I hate this, I hate that. You learn to hate it, you know what I mean? Like, whether it's through experiences or through being taught, you know, by somebody or your parents, you know? And when I see, like, kids that, you know, like in the movie when the kid went like that to the people on the train, it's like, he's so young and he's just taught to hate these people and he doesn't even know them, you know what I mean? Like, people in the world, like, yeah, we're all from different, you know, places, continents, different states, countries, or whatever. We have different lifestyles, speak different languages, but at the end of the day, we're all human, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna come hate you, somebody that I've never met before, just because they're white, they're black, they're Jewish, they're German. Like, I'm not gonna come hate somebody just because of the color of their skin. I'm not gonna come hate somebody for any reason. Until you give me a reason to dislike you, I'm not gonna treat you horribly because of it, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna treat you horribly because of experiences I've had with somebody else of your culture or of your race, you know, or of where you're from, you know what I mean? Each person is born different. Each person has a different story in life. Each person has a different brain. Each person has a different heart, you know what I mean? There's not anybody on this earth. Two people are not the same, you know what I mean? You could meet me, you could have an awesome experience with me. You could go meet somebody else, have a horrible experience with them. You could go meet somebody else, have an awesome experience with them. Even if we're all of the same skin color, even if we're all from the same, you know, city, state, country, and you could have a different experience with all of us, just because everybody is fucking different. You know what I mean? You can't just treat somebody horribly just because of the way they look or because of an experience you've had with somebody that looked similar to them. You know what I mean? And I just feel like there's so much of that in the world, even today, you know, like, we've obviously come a long way from all of this and how bad things were back then, you know what I mean? But there's still a lot of hate in the world, man. There's still a lot of fucking hate in the world. Like, even now, you see videos going around with the whole people hating Asians and stuff because of COVID and everything. It's like, dude, like, what? Like, how are you gonna even do that? You know what I mean? How can you even say that? Like, I don't understand people's hate. You know, like, how can you just have so much hate in your heart to just go out and just hate people that you don't even know? You know what I mean? You could be hating somebody that's the nicest person in the world, and you just don't even realize it because you just go in with this bad attitude and you hate on them. You know what I mean? And it's not even like, just like, there's different levels of hate, man. Like, there's online hate, there's just hate in person, there's people that are just straight up horrible people that want to kill. You know what I mean? Like, in this, like, there's different levels to hate, but all hate is hate. You know what I mean? And it can start out small, but then grow. You know, it can start out as something small, as disliking, you know, as disliking something and just talking about it. And then it can grow to talking to that person. Then it can grow to, you know, wanting to hurt that person, and so on and so forth, man. And then just to like the whole race, or to the whole gender, or to the whole like, there's so much different types of hate. There's racism, you know, there's people that hate males, there's people that hate all female. Like, there's so much different shit in the world, and people just like need to stop, man. Like, spread some love, spread some positivity, spread some happiness, man. Like, there's some people in the world that don't have absolutely anything, and they're happy as hell. And there's people that have absolutely everything, money, cars, house, all this shit, and they're fucking so sad. And it's just like, man, just spread some love, you know, have some love in your life, spread some love, spread some happiness, spread some peace, spread some joy. You know what I mean? Like, you see somebody on the streets that needs help, help them. You know, like, you see somebody just out and just needs a hand, like, small shit, man. You know what I mean? Don't just stand by. You know, if you're in school, you see somebody getting bullied, step up for them. Some people can't defend themselves. You know what I mean? Like, be that kindness. Be the fucking Oscar Schindler. You know what I mean? And obviously that's an exaggeration, because this man did something absolutely amazing. But even small actions like that, you know what I mean? Something that seems nothing to you, giving $5 to somebody who's homeless and starving might be nothing to you, but to them, like, that's a godsend. Like, you're an angel from God for them. You know what I mean? Like, just be good. Be a good person, man. This movie was absolutely insane. I loved it. I loved everything about it. I loved the message about it and stuff like that. It was obviously a hard movie to watch, you know, and obviously this is history. This is a piece of history. It's true. You know, all this shit happened. So there's no really like, oh, I don't want to see this or anything like that. Like, this happened. This is stuff people need to see. You know what I mean? Got to learn from our past so we can move forward and be better, you know, be better human beings. Because when it comes down to it, man, what are we gonna do if, like, an alien, like, obviously, you know, I'm obviously using this as a different type of thing. What are we gonna do if it's a different species, you know, whether it's aliens, whether it's something in the ocean, whether it's whatever it is? What are we gonna do when another species, not race, another species comes along and they threaten us? You know what I mean? Are we gonna be separated? Like, oh, I'm not gonna go help Russia with this, even though the bigger threat is coming for all humans. I'm not gonna go help Russia because they're over there and we're the USA. You know what I mean? Or I'm not gonna go help this place or that place because, like, we're all humans at the end of the day, man. You know, we're all humans, and obviously not everybody can get along. Not everybody is meant to get along, but don't hate people just to hate, man. If you don't have a reason to hate somebody, if you don't even know the person, then there's absolutely no reason you should hate them. You know, like, if you have never met somebody in your life, there's no reason you should be walking down the street, see somebody that you've never met before and be like, I hate that person. There's absolutely no reason, because you don't know who they are. You don't know their story. You don't know what they've done. You know, don't know what they haven't done, you know? And people judge people off appearance so much, and it's just so sad, man, because some people might look horrible, or they might look mean or rude or whatever it is, or they might look like just somebody that you've had a bad past experience with, but it's not them, and you're going to associate that with them, and then that person, you know, you just hate that person. You've never even met them. You know what I mean? And it sucks, man. You know, like I said, there's still a lot of that going on in the world today, and all you can really do is spread some happiness, spread some love, and spread some joy, spread some positivity. But a couple other things I want to talk about, man, from the movie. Just like Oscar's speech, kind of not speech, but kind of breakdown at the end there about how he could have done more, how he could have saved more. Like, he was like, this car, that could have been 10 people. This gold pin, that could have been 2 people. It could have been 1 person. It could have been a life. You know what I mean? It could have been 1 life. You know, like, how much stuff do we take for granted, man? like this house, this computer, these screens, the stuff in the back. Like, how much stuff do we take for granted? You know what I mean? When there's other people out there that are struggling, that can't get meals, that can't eat, you know, they don't have anything to drink, they don't have a roof over their head, and like we're complaining about small stuff throughout our day. You know what I mean? Like, how often does that happen? You know, it just makes you take a step back and realize, you know, sometimes in life things aren't as bad as they seem. You know, I feel like a lot of times we blow things out of proportion and make stuff a bigger deal than it is, but in comparison to other things, you know, it's just nowhere even near that level. And I'm not saying, you know, people don't have problems and, you know, not to worry about your problems, but like, take a step back and look at your life, man. You know, look at the things you have, look at the things you've done, look at the places you're going. You know what I mean? Look at the people around you and ask yourself, you know, should you really be sad? Should you really be, you know, unhappy? You know, just take a step back and look and be thankful for a second, because I feel like so many times in life, people are so busy chasing something or wanting something or being, you know, jealous of somebody else or envious, that they don't take a step back and realize the things they have. Like, sometimes, man, people don't realize, you know, the good times are now. You don't have to keep thinking about the future or waiting till tomorrow. Sometimes people don't realize the current life they're living, the stuff they have around them, the things they're doing every single day is the good times. And then, you know, a year passes, 2 years, 10 years passes, and you look back and you're like, wow, I really missed that. I really wish I would have focused on that more and enjoyed it more, instead of just constantly thinking about, okay, what's tomorrow? What's the next day? What's next week? What's next month? You know what I mean? Like, I look back and there's so many things, like, I'm like, wow, that was really like an amazing time in my life. And I was just so worried about getting to the future and getting to this and getting to that I didn't even really get to enjoy it like I wanted to. You know what I mean? Like, just be grateful for the stuff we have and the sacrifices that have been made from people around the entire world. You know what I mean? Not just here, but just people in general, because it's just absolutely insane, man. You see some of this stuff, you hear some of this stuff, and like, you know, even reading this stuff in a history book, seeing it on screen in this type of fashion, you know, in the black and white, you know, without cutting away the effects, everything, it's a different feeling. It does something else to you, man, you know. But final couple thoughts, man. The movie was amazing. Like I said, 10 out of 10 in my opinion. Words can't describe it, man. Words really cannot describe this fucking movie. It can't. It was fucking absolutely insane. I don't think it could have been done better than this. And I feel like there's not going to be another movie made on the Holocaust, or that's been made on the Holocaust, that can even compete with this. You know what I mean? I may be wrong, but after seeing this thing was just so insanely on point that I can't, you know what I mean? I can't imagine it. But guys, I'm gonna leave you with this. If you're holding a grudge against somebody, if you're hating somebody, if you have some hate in your heart for something, take a step back. You know, some stuff, absolutely. Some stuff is serious. Some situations, you know what I mean, you have a right to hate that person, but take a step back. You know what I mean? Are you hating somebody over something petty, something small that's really not that big of a deal in hindsight? You know, or is it something serious? And even if it is, let go of the hate, man. Hate does nothing for you. All hate does is it makes things worse for you. You hating somebody, you think they care that you hate them? You know what I mean? That hate in your heart probably irritates you every day. It gets you thinking every single day or every single night. Let go of the hate, man, that you have for somebody over what they did. Let go of the hate. Don't let them have that control over you, man. You know, because hatred does nothing to that person you hate. All it does is affect you. It affects your day, and it affects your person and your personality and who you should be. You know, so let go of that hate in your heart if you have hate for somebody, man. Don't forgive them necessarily. Don't move, you know what I mean? But move on. Let go of the hate in your heart you guys have for people, you know? And if you guys are the type of person that hates somebody, you know, because of their culture or religion or race, just take a step back and ask why. Why would you? You know what I mean? You don't know me. I don't know you. I'm not going to treat you horribly the second I see you on the streets just because you look a certain way, you dress a certain way, you believe in a certain God. You know what I mean? I'm going to let you, you know, give me a reason to hate you. And if that happens, then I you know what I mean? Even then, there's no reason to, but if it happens, I'm just going to go on with my life. But you could be a wonderful person. I could be a wonderful person. I'm not going to see you on the street and just hate you just to hate, you know? I don't know, man. It's a lot. My mind's kind of been going everywhere. But appreciate all you guys showing me, man. Like I said, spread some love, spread some happiness, spread some joy. If you guys have hate in your heart for somebody, let it go. You know, it doesn't affect that person. All it does is affect you. Don't hold hate in your heart for people, man. There's no point to it. You get nothing from it. If somebody does something to you and somebody wrongs you, get them out of your life and move on. Move forward. You know what I mean? Like I said, don't hate somebody you see on the streets when you don't even know them. You know, because they could be an awesome person. And even if they're not an awesome person, even if they end up being an asshole or a terrible person, move on. No need to hold hate in your heart, man. Let me know what you guys thought about it in the comment section down below. Like always, also if you guys did enjoy this reaction video, make sure to leave a like. If you guys are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button. For reaction to be up on Patreon, as well as early access to a bunch of other stuff I'm doing. If you guys want to check that out, link in the description down below. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. What is going on, guys? I hope you all did enjoy that video that you just checked out. If you did, make sure to drop a like on it and comment down below what is something you guys want to see me react to next, and I will try my best to get to it. But I want to give a couple quick shout outs to some of my highest supporters over on Patreon, supporting me at the King Kong tier, man. Shout out to the homie Supernova, the homie That's So Gordo, and the homie Silas Kane once again for supporting me at the highest tier over on Patreon. If you guys want to join the Patreon family, the link is on screen right now, as well as in the description down below. You get access to early access videos, full-length reactions, polls, a bunch of other stuff, man. Come over, show some support. It would be much appreciated, guys. I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.